Time skip after the lunch. Jungkook's text. You seemed a little off when you showed up. Just wanted to say, I got your back, always. You smile, it's not just comfort, it's warmer. She feels seen. You can show her hesitating before replying with a soft, thank you for staying. This quiet moment shows that she emotionally opening up to Jungkook now. Trust is forming. Time skip after 6 months. Wedding dance rehearsal. Jungkook and Ryan paired up. Clara insisted Jungkook join a last-minute dance preparation. Jungkook ended up her partner. Don't worry, Jungkook whispered, offering his hand. I won't step on your toe unless you want the excuse to fall into my arms. They laughed, nervous but undeniably connected. Felix entered hallway and see them dancing. He freezes. No one else noticed, but he does. That clenches his face, but he says nothing. He's still trying to act unaffected. Jungkook and Wan after dance practice, they dropped themselves on the ground, feeling exhausted. Wan looked at him, who is breathing. Him also looked at her. The place is quiet. Their gaze are intimate. Why are you so kind to me? Because someone should have been long ago. He did not confess yet, but she feels it, and she started wondering, was I always for the wrong person? When little startled by Jungkook suddenly slid beside her and grabbed her hand, placing it on his chest, then closed his eyes as they both are exhausted. He smiled and did the same. And the scene gone witnessed by Felix. He wanted to break Jungkook's hand, but seeing you unbothered, his temper is rising more. He emerged but stopped in the midway, asking himself why does he care what you are doing or with whom. He fell for Clara, right? That's why he agreed to marry her, and why she was just his best friend. Then why his heart is burning, seeing her smiling at him. He hates it when you don't push Jungkook when he stays closer to yours. Why do I care? They are going to engage soon. It's natural to be pretty with each other. It's natural for them to be this close. You pushed her away because you said you don't love her. Then what happened now? Clara woke up beside Felix. Almost they fall asleep. They look good together, don't they? Yeah, I guess they do. But inside he's burning. This is the first time he has seen her move on, and it's not just any guy, it's someone charming, warm, and genuine. Time skip after 30 minutes. Jungkook and Wan are picking up your things to go from there when he spoke something catching her attention. You always looked at him like he was your world. I wish to just once you had looked at me like that. Look at whom? Now I don't care how you look at him as long it's me you are seeing. You try to process what he was meaning. Him just smiled and hold your hand before dragging you with him. Late afternoon at Clara's place. Everyone is gathered to finalize the wedding guest list. Ryan is sitting beside Jungkook, flapping through the binder. Felix walked in late and ended up across from them. You are really into this planning thing, are not you? Should I be scared you will take my cousin's wedding? Maybe depends if she let me pick the cake too. Jungkook watched her laugh. Charmed. Felix walked in with coffee, catch the side. One smiling, relaxed beside Jungkook. Didn't realize we are starting comedy hour. Everyone glanced at him confused. Clara shrugged it off. Don't worry, man. You are still the groom. We won't take your spotlight. He smiled casually, but Felix got lighted. Okay, weird reaction. Bit defensive for no reason, is not he? As the discussion continued, I reached for Jungkook to grab a pen and he instantly tucks her hair between her ears so it don't fall forward. Just a simple gesture. Felix stared, his hand clenched on the fender. The room quiet for a bit, wine freeze a little. Jungkook, no, can't. We are getting engaged soon. It's not crime to show my love for my partner. Felix looked away, saying nothing. Felix, don't be rude. I am not just asking. There is something he is not saying. That was not just a random jab. That was personal, but why? He glanced at Wine. She is withdrawn now. Quiet again. The sparkle from a few minutes ago gone. After that thing, the air in the room felt so heavy. You got quiet and he noticed. Did I cross a line today with Felix? You went quiet all of a sudden. No, you don't. He just always been a little hard to figure out. Don't worry about it. Late night before wedding. Garden area of the wedding venue. Preparations are wrapping up late. Guests are trickling out. The garden lights are round, fairy lights twinkling, soft music playing from the reception rehearsal. Wine tips slightly while walking down to the grass slope, and Jungkook instinctively grabbed her by the waist to steady her, half laughing as she stumbled onto him. Careful, you are planning to fall for me or something. You are not that easy to fall for. You are wrong about that. She blushed and looked away, heart pounding, but before the moment can grow, a voice cut through the warm silence. Approaching with a drink in hand, don't glib. Hope I am not interrupting your balance lesson. Wine stiffens. Jungkook smiled fade, but his arm did not move from around her. Actually, you are. Didn't realize old rejection could turn into date nights. Felix don't. From stepping slightly in front of her. She does not owe anything, and if you have got something to say it like a man, not like a child throwing stones and hiding his hand. I really doesn't understand what's your problem. You should be happy that your friend is happy after having a heartbreak. You should be supportive, but no, you are just a passive aggressive. You are hurting her with your. What's your problem? If you were not my sister's fiance, I would not think twice to break with this man who is only insulting my woman in front of me. A quiet settled in the air. One looks at Jungkook, eyes widen. Felix could walk away, but his hands are trembling. His mask is slipping. You don't have to defend me. Yes, I will. Do. You are my woman. He tucks a shade of hair behind her ear again, his touch lingering longer than before. From now on, I will step in even if you never ask me to. Felix wedding, a grand hotel ballroom. The chandelier above glittered like stars that never blinked. The venue was nothing short of perfection. Velvet drapes, candlelit tables, a string quartet filled the air with romantic sonatas. But Felix stood at the altar like a man buried in ice. Clara smiled beside him, the bride in ivory stand and elegance, yet the warmth she offered was one his heart could not quite return. His finger curled tightly around the bouquet he was supposed to pass her. Then he saw them walking, one in a lavender dress that kissed her curves, and next to her Jungkook. Charcoal suit, hand on the small of her back, whispering something that made her blush. After taking vows, Felix could not focus not on Clara's love, not on his family's praise. His gaze kept drifting again and again to one woman, Hwan. Jungkook leaned to wipe the lipstick smudge from her cheeks. She giggled as in that small, soft sound, Felix saw something he never gave her: ease, freedom, comfort. As the music changed, couples were invited to dance. Felix watched as Jungkook offered his hand to Hwan. "You owe me one for fixing your broken heel last week." "You mean breaking it first?" They swayed together, eyes locked, every touch unhurried but intimate. Felix' jaw tightened. Clara tried to pull him to dance, but he stood safely. "Are we even here, Felix?" "Just nervous. It's a big day." He's saying he's totally fine, but inside him is burning. What a clueless man. Him literally getting jealous but don't know what the feeling calls seriously. This guy have no sense of humor. Clara noticed him since day one when and Jungkook had announced they are getting arranged soon. Her saw him throwing tantrums like, how could you marry him when you know him in just a month? And Wan's answer was, like you were marrying Clara, you both also know each other since months. And about Jungkook, my parents had chosen him for me, but Dummy had rejected for someone. He took the initiative to heal me when he never had caused the damages. That's why I'm giving him the chance he could get. And from that day, he can't tolerate Jungkook's presence beside you. All I had saw what he was doing since days. Tell me honestly, Felix, by any chance, you were the man who had rejected Ryan? What are you talking? It's not possible. Then what's the behavior you are doing with them, with Jungkook? You're behaving like those jealous exes. Tell me honestly, Felix, what is it? But let me tell you something. If somehow I find out it's you who hurted Ryan now wants to make them apart, then you are dead. I'm not any good person when it comes to my reputation. I'm that serious about this marriage. If you think you can ruin it, you can't. I won't let you, understood? Felix stared at her like the way she suddenly changed her personality. From sweet to the bossy, he turned his gaze toward you who is laughing, dancing with Jungkook.
They said, don't fall, don't forget all the things you've been taught, you've been told. Don't blink, don't run, don't turn left or turn right or look straight at the sun. My mind's going in circles, I'm trying to fight it, getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began, just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't start again until you break down. beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices